Welcome to this week's edition of Fore presented by the Fantasy Golf Gods. That's us. I'm Rusty Miller, and that's Matt Jacobs.
What's up, guys?
We are at the AT&T Pebble Beach ProAm.
That is correct. You know what's funny? Where did we meet?
At AT&T.
At AT&T.
We both used to manage AT&Ts back in a previous lifetime. So that's where we met, but nobody cares, I'm sure.
That just struck me. I thought that was
it's funny. I met Jeff Overton at AT&T because he brought in the phone that they give him at the AT&T to bring in to get activated. So then I used to add his data and stuff when he went overseas, but that's another story, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good story though.
All right, Core 4. So we're at Pebble. It's a unique field, unique format. You want to tell them about it, and then we can get on our core and get out of here?
Sure. So we've got 3 courses. We're playing the Spyglass, the Monterey Peninsula, and then Pebble Beach. If you make the cut after 54 holes, you're playing Pebble twice. Courses are very short in terms of PGA Tour courses. 69 for Spy, 69 for Peninsula, 68 for Pebble, 72 for Spy and Pebble, 71 par for Peninsula. Weather's going to be decent. No real wind to speak of. Should be a good round.
The only other wonky thing is there's 156 pro golfers and 156 amateurs. That's why we're on 3 courses.
Yes.
So super long rounds. If you are debating on a guy and you think he's short-tempered and wants to play fast, don't take him.
Yeah.
These rounds are going to be 7 hours long.
Plus, they're going to have three amateurs with them at all times.
Yeah.
So, who knows what that's going to do to these players. So, i.e., don't take Bubba Watson.
Right. He's going to rapid drive around somebody.
He's going to kill somebody.
All right. So, with that being said, we have 5 of the top players in the world this week. Defending champ Jordan Spieth.
Yep.
You got world number 1 and world number 2 and Dustin and Rahm.
Correct.
Then you have Rory playing for the first time in the States and J-Day after his win at Farmers 2 weeks ago.
Correct.
So, core-wise, I'm taking Rory. I think it's a new year. He's playing well. His ownership's going to be lower because he played so crappy last year. I like Rory here. It's a ball-striking wedge game, and I think that suits him. So I'm all over Rory this week as my top guy in my core.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a great play. I'm going to wait and see how Rory does this week before I take him any more this year. Over here, my top guy is Jordan Spieth, returning champion. I know he just had a bad week, but I think he's really put the nose to the grindstone and is really trying to come back from that. I think he left there with his tail tucked and his head low, and he's going to put the work in this week to really show his game and come back, because we've got the Masters coming up soon, and he's going to want to get back in form before that, so he's going to do everything he can to get there.
Okay. If you want to hear my argument against that, you can go to the full pod because we argued for about 10 minutes about it. I don't like Jordan Spieth this week. But that's what makes your core yours and mine. Yeah. So my next guy is Pat Perez. Plays these courses well. Doesn't have to have a driver. You can hit his 3-wood. Plays well here. Plays well on courses like this. I really think that this is his week.
Yeah, I agree. I actually had Pat Perez in my core, but didn't want to take him because you did, and I will play him in several lineups. I think you're right. I think he's phenomenal at these courses. He's out in California. He's in the sun. This is where he wants to be. I think he's great. You went with him. I pivoted off of him and went with Hadley. Chesson Hadley, I think he had a great week last week. Priced at $8,500. I think he's going to do good.
I think he's finally priced right, which will scare off some people because they're used to him at $6,800.
Yep.
I like him. He plays well. That's where he should be priced, and he's a good golfer.
Okay.
My next guy is Rafa Cabrera-Bello, or RCB, down at $6,900. Hasn't missed a cut yet this year. Granted, he hasn't been on the tour. He's been in overseas. However, he's the 21st ranked player in the world, and he's in 100 and something place salary for this week. He's just too good for that. I will take RCB in my core.
So, I think you skipped a guy, price-wise.
Oh, yeah. My last guy is...
Your last guy is my third guy in Austin Cook. Grossly underpriced. Should be at least $1,500 to $2,000 more, in my opinion. Bad thing about that is everybody is going to take him.
So,
which is fine at this price.
Just know, if you take Austin Cook, which I will have almost 100% of Austin Cook, everybody else is going to be playing him. He's going to be 30 to 35% owned. Factor that in. If you can eat the chalk, then go with him. If not, pivot.
Yeah, there are good places to pivot. You know, Cabrera Bello, if you don't like Cook, you can go to Cabrera Bello. I think he's going to be less owned. My fourth guy is a guy you hate. He's going to potentially win the tournament. I guarantee you he's going to show up and play at least 3 rounds.
Right.
Bryson DeChambeau.
Okay.
6,900. That with my 4 guys, Spieth, Cook, DeChambeau, and Hadley, leaves you 8,450.
So my argument against DeChambeau, is it's a 50-50 chance if he's going to make the cut.
It is.
And
I agree.
And we try to make leverage here and try to find value that is going to make the cut. That's our number one priority at $6,900. And
right.
When there's a 50-50 chance, that's just not good enough, in my opinion. Now, he can show up in top 5 like he did last week, but I won't have any of them or very, very few shares of him just because I don't trust it.
And that's my thought with DeChambeau. He's either going to be a miscut or a very bottom of the cut field or a top 5. And at 6,900, I'm willing to take that chance.
With the 54 holes, I guess it's the week to take him because you're at least getting 3 rounds out of him.
And that's the thing. In my model on Fantasy National, he popped first or second, and I like that. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll find out.
All right. Well, if you want to hear more of us talk, go check out our full pod. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's at Fantasy Golf Gods. If you like it here, like and subscribe. It goes a long way. And until next week, good luck.
Take care, guys.